All right, we're on. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Chopping It Up with Lamarco. I'm Lamarco, and this is NBA updates.
What's up, guys?
The man behind the page. So, man, how you been, man? It's been a minute.
It's been a cool minute, yeah.
More like 2 weeks now.
In 2 weeks, man. I haven't seen you in forever.
Yeah. Yeah, just checking out his new place. All right, so we're gonna talk basketball. And just get right into it, yeah.
Yeah, let's jump right into
So
it. Let's go. Come on.
let's talk about the Warriors. What do you have to say about their new signings?
They got Al Horford today, and right after that, they got DeAnthony Melton. Finally, they made some sort of moves, but they've only agreed to the move just for now. They haven't signed yet because they have a Kuminga situation that's going on still since the beginning of the off season. So they have to get that situated. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the situation, but he has a qualifying offer, which every
Kuminga does?
Kuminga, yeah.
From who?
From the Warriors. Every restricted
Okay.
free agent gets a qualifying offer because they're still on their rookie contracts.
Okay.
So his rookie contract the last year, there's a qualifying offer for him. I think it's like 6.7 million or 7 million, something like that. He could accept that offer. It's just for the whole year, or he could take the other offer that the Warriors are giving him, which is I think 2 years, 40 million. But then they upped it to 3 years, 75 million or something like that. But the third year is a team option. Kuminga does not want that. He wants guaranteed money. He wants 4 years of guaranteed money,
Okay.
and he wants 30 million a year. So that's what's holding this whole thing up. He could take
So it's holding Kuminga's signing, or is it holding?
well, it's holding up the Warriors from signing other people because if he signs the bigger deal,
yeah.
which he doesn't want to because he has a team option, but if he signs that deal, that means the Warriors have less money to spend on free agents, right?
Okay.
Because Al Horford is going to take the MLE. If he signs that bigger deal, then there's not much money left for Al Horford. But he has committed, so he's going to sign regardless now. And then if he takes the qualifying offer, which is less money, that means Horford could get more money in his free agent deal. That's the reason why Horford has just committed to signing to them, but he hasn't signed the contract yet officially. Same with DeAnthony Melton.
So it hasn't been signed.
No, it's just been agreed upon. But they will eventually sign.
So what do you think's gonna happen?
Kuminga has until Wednesday to decide.
Okay.
So we'll see on Wednesday.
So what do you think?
I think he's just gonna accept that qualifying offer. He's gonna bet on himself. He's gonna be like, okay, I'll accept the qualifying offer, play for you guys, and then next year when I become an unrestricted free agent, I'll get the money that I want. If he could actually perform though.
Yeah.
Or it might be a sign and trade to the Kings because the Kings are the only team that is really interested in him.
But what's your personal opinion? I mean, I feel like watching him last year, Kuminga, there was times where he wasn't even in the rotation. So what?
Yeah, he wasn't.
Does he not fit in this Warrior system, or do you think it's just like a personal thing with?
With Steve Kerr?
Yeah, or I mean, I don't know. Like it seems like they don't want him there, or he doesn't
I don't
want
know
to
if
be
it's
there.
a personal thing with Steve Kerr
Or I
or
don't know,
not.
or like the team. I don't know. Like why is he?
I
Not?
mean, I think he has potential.
He does.
I think if he goes to a younger team where they could play him, they could start him, like the Kings, they could probably start him there. I think he could show his full potential, and he actually does have potential. He's actually pretty good. But I think with the Warriors, I don't know if it's the system or anything. I think it's his play style kind of. I feel like he kind of likes dominating the ball a little bit to be more effective, and that's not how the Warriors play. They like moving around. I think there was one video that someone showed that Kuminga looked off Curry. Curry was wide open, and he looked him off.
Yeah.
And he went and did his own thing, and then after that he got benched. That's part of the reason why, because he does things like that, where the Warrior system is like it's quick hitting. You have to move the ball around
Yeah,
fast.
it's team ball. Yeah.
Yeah, and if Curry's open, you have to pass it to Curry.
Yeah,
Obviously, if he's open, you can't miss that. And even if Curry is not that open, you pass to him. Obviously, Curry's gonna fake or draw more people to him, and then he'll kick it out to someone else. But Kuminga wants to kind of like run the show himself. That's where he needs to go to a younger team where he could do that. And I think on the Kings he could probably do that, especially since the Kings, I don't know what they're doing. They're rebuilding. They're trying to rebuild. They're trying to start that rebuild. I don't know, because they got Levine and DeRozan back together again, which is not going to take them anywhere.
No,
so getting Kuminga would be a start for them. And it has to be a sign and trade, in the sign and trade, the Warriors could get Malik Monk at least.
Okay.
That's a good get for them.
Wait, so they committed to Horford, right?
Horford, yeah. Horford and Melton. Melton returns because remember he was on the Warriors and then he got injured. They traded him for a shooter, and now he's a free agent.
But so if they sign Kuminga, then these will fall. They won't fall through.
No, if they sign Kuminga, they will still fall through. It's just
okay.
It's just a question of how much will Horford will get paid probably at this point. I think that's what it is. But the reason why the Warriors are waiting because they're like, we don't know how much money we have to spend.
Yeah.
At this point, Horford is like, I'll commit to you guys to any money, whatever it is.
Yeah, because he's like at the end of his
he's at the end of his
career.
Even if it's like the veterans minimum,
Yeah,
probably take.
I think that's what he'll take.
And then as far as that signing,
How do you think that's gonna fit? Like
See-
I think he would be a nice.
he'll be a nice fit because
Yeah.
he's unselfish and he can
Yeah.
move the ball around. He can pass.
And he can
big
shoot.
man, and he can shoot the three. He can stretch the floor,
Yeah.
which is perfect for the Warriors. He can play some defense too. The only problem with this, he's not really a rebounding big man.
Yeah.
Kevon Looney, who they lost, was a rebounding big man, but he couldn't shoot like Horford could. So it's kind of like a trade-off. They gave up some of their rebounding for a spacer who could shoot threes.
Yeah.
But he's older too. That's another thing. We'll see how he does. And then Melton too. Melton, he's a defensive guy. I think right after these moves, they're gonna sign Gary Payton II back again, and then I think they have one more move. Under
Wait, the
his-
glove?
No, the mitten, bro. The smaller version, the mitten. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Gary Payton will come back too. But then they'll have some defensive players off that bench too with Payton and Melton. We'll see how it goes for the Warriors. They are a pretty old team. I don't know if they could compete this year, but they'll be maybe at most playing team again like last year. Maybe make it to the second round somehow, depending on who they match up against.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the Warriors. I think their time has,
The time has come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially with Curry. I don't think he could carry the Draymond like he used to.
Well, yeah, I mean, because I feel like he needs more help, but
He does.
Jimmy Butler being there maybe full season could help. We'll
Yeah,
see.
but he's
they're just
not-
older. That's
But
the
he's
thing.
not like Thompson. What Thompson was.
Well, yeah, 'cause Thompson
was.
He drew a
Yeah.
lot of crowd with his shooting and stuff. Jimmy
Yeah.
Butler's play style is a little different.
No, for sure.
We'll see. We'll see. A full season with Butler and this acquisitions. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I just feel like they're just too old.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so I want to keep it short. So let's move on to our next
All
topic.
right.
Let's talk about the Lakers, the Luka. What's going on with that?
With their whole new
Yeah.
signing or what? What do you mean?
Just in general, like talking like I don't know any basketball. I don't watch basketball, stuff like. Just
Talking to you like you're a dummy or what?
no, like just like a casual fan,
Okay. So
Yeah.
you call yourself a casual?
Not necessarily, but I mean, I don't watch it as much, but I mean,
All right. Well, with them,
well,
I
like just Luka, LeBron, like.
okay,
what's,
you are aware of who they got this offseason, right? Marcus Smart,
Yes, Marcus.
DeAndre Ayton.
Yes,
Okay.
but I don't think Ayton. Like, do you think that's a good fit? Like he.
He provides offense, but
that
again, not a defensive big
no,
man.
no, not at all.
Can't rebound.
No, and that's sad. Like, he's like 7 foot.
Yeah, I
like,
know. I've seen videos of him how lazy he's been
Yeah.
against other big men.
And that's not gonna go well with LeBron.
So yeah, that's why I'm not sure how that works. That's why I think they should get someone like Walker Kessler, who I've always wanted. He's like the dream big man from my Lakers. But if they can't get him, whoever they. Bro, really. Gotta turn off my ringer.
No, you're good, bro.
Sorry about that.
It's all good.
But yeah, Ayton is okay as far as offense goes, but look at that starting lineup. You have Luka, you have Reeves, you have LeBron, you have Hachimura, you have Ayton. Who's gonna play defense?
Hachimura, he's gonna stop everything. Well, because
No, he's-
LeBron's still Luka doesn't really play defense.
He has
Reeves-
gone skinnier, so we'll see how that goes. But I don't have belief in that.
No.
They need defenders. They need to either mix up because then you look at the second unit, everyone's a defender. They need to mix them up. You have
Well,
Gabe Vincent off
okay.
the bench, Marcus Smart, who's a
Okay.
defender. Jake LaRavia, who's another free agent pickup that they had, he could play some defense
Wait,
too.
but you said Gabe Vincent. I mean, but they're not big though. We're like.
Yes, see, they're not. He's not big.
Or
Marcus,
even Marcus Smart, but he's not. He's like what 6'6", so he's not gonna be stopping.
yeah, but he plays big for his size though.
Yeah.
He won Defensive Player of the Year as a guard,
No, he did. I know that.
so that's actually good. And then off the bench you also have Vanderbilt, and you also have
he
Jackson
was
Hayes.
he was
So
nice last year.
all the
yeah.
defensive players are on the bench, but the thing is,
But is that the official starting lineup or is that what?
no, I heard that Marcus Smart is gonna be in the starting lineup.
Okay.
I don't know how
For who though?
for Hachimura. That's what I've heard.
Hachim.
I don't like that either because I feel like
If anything, for Reeves.
yeah, exactly. I want Reeves to go to the bench because
He could run the offense
yes,
from the
exactly.
second unit.
Bro, they have Reeves, Luka, and LeBron. All three of them run the offense, right? All three of them need the ball in their hands
Yeah.
to run the offense. That's like when they had D'Lo, Reeves, and LeBron. It was the same thing.
Yeah.
And then they just had AD to protect the rim.
I miss D'Lo.
I miss AD, bro. I miss AD, bro. I don't know about D'Lo, but I miss AD. But that's another thing. Like they don't have a guy like AD on the bench. I mean, on the inside to protect the rim. So who's gonna protect the rim for these guys? DeAndre,
Well, who's gonna come in for Ayton?
Jackson Hayes.
Okay.
But if you look at the Lakers, dude, all their players are so one-dimensional.
Yeah.
Their whole starting lineup is an offensive lineup, and their
Yeah.
whole bench is a defensive lineup.
Yeah.
Like,
I have a feeling that
They need more 3-and-D players.
that they're gonna switch up. They have to like Reese has
They
to
have
go
to switch up the starting line. They have to
Yeah.
put some of the
because
defenders.
who's gonna run the ball from the second unit?
Honestly, I since they have so much offense in that starting lineup, they should even start Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt.
In my opinion, I say start Marcus Smart and Vanderbilt so they could balance the units. And
Okay,
then,
so
then Reeves and Hachimura come off the bench, and they could be like the scoring punch from the
okay,
bench.
yeah,
I think that would make more sense. Then you have Gabe Vincent, Reeves, Dawson Connect is even there, but they might play LaRavia over him. And then you have Hachimura and Hayes. That balances out more because then you have a couple of scorers off the bench, and you have LeBron and AD. LeBron and Luka. I'm so used to LeBron and AD, man. I
Yeah.
miss that duo.
yeah.
I like that duo. I don't know. I honestly thought they should have kept AD and try one more year and get
Yeah.
some defensive pieces last year. But
That was a crazy trade though when it
That
happened.
was.
Like it broke the internet.
it did. It really. Bro, it caught me off guard so much. I was
Yeah.
like,
I thought it was fake. Like it was fake news.
yeah,
You know?
I thought so. At
Yeah.
first, I thought so too. I had to kind of like check because it was Shams who reported, but then he made like a second report saying yes, this is true. Because I was like, bro, what if it was just like a mistake? What if it was hacked? Because a lot of people were like, oh, was he hacked?
Yeah.
But that trade caught me off guard because I thought the Lakers were actually they're actually improving with AD and LeBron because they traded for Finney Smith, which I really loved. I was always hoping they would get him, and they
Yeah.
got him. And then Vanderbilt came back from the injury, and they were starting to look good. I was
They
like,
did
okay,
look good.
their defense is getting better with Finney Smith and Vanderbilt back. They're starting to play together as a team and stuff like that. Like the chemistry is building. And the next thing, boom, AD is gone. I was like, what? They get a player kind of like LeBron who doesn't play defense.
Yeah. Well, and he's already old anyway.
Yeah.
So it's
I
not-
mean, I'm talking about LeBron of now. Prime
Oh.
LeBron played defense, yeah, but
Okay, yeah, no, but
it's like overkill. They have the same players, LeBron, Luka, and Reeves. They're the same players.
I don't feel like LeBron was always like a defensive player. You know, so like.
I don't know. He was a monster.
Bro, all he
Bro,
did was
he
chase.
it's
All
because-
he did is chase
This guy's
people
such-
down and
This
block.
guy's such a.
I'm just being honest,
Look,
guys. I'm just being honest.
I'm not the biggest LeBron
I'm
fan.
keeping
but-
it real.
No, you're not keeping it real. You're keeping it a hater, bro.
I'm not. I'm just
You
unbiased.
keep
And
it, no, yeah, you are
Wha-
saying you
okay,
are biased.
So if he was a defensive
Come
player,
on, bro.
how come
As much
he
as
never won the defensive player of the year? You got a
Hey,
little.
like Kobe didn't. He was on
Nah,
he was on
shit.
the all defensive first teams though,
Okay.
but
You
he
got
was
me.
on more-
Okay, you got me there.
he was
okay.
on more he was on more defensive first teams than LeBron was.
Yeah.
But dude, LeBron was still a beast in his prime.
Okay.
I would say it was
what-
Miami years.
No, yeah, Miami.
Okay,
Yeah.
Bro, he would
yeah,
lock up 1 through 5.
Yeah, yeah.
He would,
But
remember,
but
remember they put him on Derrick Rose and they shut him down in the
Yeah,
conference
yeah,
finals?
yeah. That was.
He's like, I would take on that task and
that
just
was
shut him
good.
down.
Yeah.
And then he could shut down like 5s.
Fives, but there's no good fives though. Like think about who was
During that time, yeah.
who
There was Howard.
Howard. Really Howard?
Dwight Howard, bro, in his prime. Dwight Howard in his prime, bro.
You talk about Howard in Miami, like when LeBron was in
Dwight
Miami.
Howard, yeah. Well, yeah, LeBron was in Miami. And
That was
when
like
he-
was it
and when
2012,
he was in
right?
Cleveland too, though, the 2 MVP years, like when LeBron won MVP in those 2 years. He was shutting down 5s, bro. He was, yeah.
You talking about
He was,
when,
he was
you're
defending,
talking- wait, no,
when,
you're-
when the
no.
Cavs were playing, when he was on the Cavs and won.
but no,
MVP,
but you're talking about when
he was defending Gasol and Bynum too at times, like.
yeah.
he
I
was
just
shutting
feel like there
down.
was like no real big man. But anyways.
I don't know. He was guarding 1 through 5.
Anyways.
You can't hate, bro.
He couldn't guard someone like Shaq or Tim Duncan.
Well, we didn't know. Well, he was sometimes taking on the task of guarding Duncan
So
too.
that was like towards the end of his career though, like so. That's why I feel like when they say they
Still-
guard the 5. Anyways, he was good. Like you know, he's alright.
You just don't want to give him credit.
All right,
I
he
see.
was right.
I see what you're doing. Okay.
He was right. Okay, so we got distracted with LeBron being a defensive player.
Yeah.
What were we? I'm confused now.
But just talk about the Lakers and how.
Okay.
Honestly, the
So what-
regular season they'll probably be good.
What-
but
what's your prediction?
I don't
Yeah.
think this team is built for the playoffs.
No.
They're too one-dimensional. Like their players are too one-dimensional. They need to either mix it up or they need to trade for a couple more wings, like
Okay.
A&D guys.
And then what happens after the season? Does LeBron stay?
Retire?
Does he come?
I think honestly, I think he wants to play with his younger son too.
Yeah.
I feel like he is.
Yeah.
It
So you
just
think
depends.
we'll resign
If he
him?
stays healthy this year, doesn't get injured, like doesn't have any crazy injuries. What I mean is like doesn't tear ACL, hopefully not.
Yeah.
Doesn't tear Achilles or anything. I hope not. If
Well, he's
he-
never had
if he
injuries.
has like I know if he has like minor injuries, he'll probably still play next season too.
Yeah.
And if he still gets like I don't know 20 points per game, he's definitely coming back next year.
Yeah. I don't see him retiring either. He just,
Yeah.
yeah.
But at this point, I feel like he's gonna play forever.
Yeah. I think he's gonna play until Bryce comes into the league and do like a
That's what I just said, bro.
yeah. That would be great. No, I thought what they're talking about.
The younger
Donnie.
son, Bryce.
Yeah.
That's the younger son, bro. What else?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
bro.
don't know. I was thinking about Brownie the whole time. All right. Anyways, Anyways, let's
Yes.
move on because.
All right.
Let's talk about Rockets and them getting KD. What's up with that?
What's up with that?
Yeah. Do you like it? I don't know. Like KD, like.
I'm a little like 50-50 with that because obviously they traded.
Do you think it'll be like the Suns 2.0 again?
I don't think it'll be Suns 2.0 because the Rockets, I think they have a better
They do.
core around them.
Okay.
Şengün, what he showed in the FIBA games, the Euro basketball games, he was good. He was good then, and he continues to improve. His potential is high. His ceiling is high. He could be kind of like everyone calls him Baby Jokic. He could be kind of be like a Jokic type of player
Okay.
because he's good at passing. He needs to improve his shooting a little bit because Jokic is insane, bro. He shoots some crazy shots. If he can improve that, he could be a Jokic type of player. And then they have, Amen Thompson. I really like that guy.
Yeah.
He has superstar credentials. He could, if he improves his offense, his shooting and stuff, or he could be dangerous because he's super athletic. He could rebound really good for a guard. He could defend like crazy. He has crazy athleticism and length at the same time. So if he could just shoot the ball, he'll be really good. So there's a lot of potential there. But the sad thing is Van Fleet got injured.
Yeah.
Dude, that ACL tear, that was bad. Because honestly, I kind of had high hopes for this team, but with Van Fleet injured, who's like their leader, I'm not gonna say I completely lose hope because they can still be good. They might need to sign somebody though. I don't know if they have the cap space for it. I think they could sign someone for veterans minimum. If Westbrook is willing to accept, maybe have him come off the bench. And then Reed Shepherd, their third overall pick last season, it's time for him to step it up.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it was last season. Sorry, yeah. So he's going to his second season. Now he has the opportunity to showcase himself, and he's a really good shooter. He could play too. And then their coach is great, Ime Udoka. I like him. He actually does a good job of developing young talent. So I think they could be good, man. Jabari Smith Jr. is still there.
Yeah.
He's another young talent. Tari Eason, he's another young developing talent. And they signed Dorian Finney-Smith, so that's a good veteran to have in the mix.
Yeah.
Good defensive guy. They also got Josh Okogie, another defensive guy. So they have a good mix of veterans and young people. It sucks that Van Fleet got injured. Maybe if they could hold it down, I don't know if it's tough to come back from an ACL injury in one season. You know, like before the season starts, he got injured, and I don't know if he'll come back and make it in time for like the playoffs. I don't know. So he's kind of lost for this season. So they have to think about having him next season. They have to play without him this season. If whatever they do, I don't know. We'll see how far it goes. I think a lot depends on Şengün, how far he could take them, because I think he's like their up and coming star player. Because they can't rely on Durant, bro. What I see in Durant now, what I saw when he was on the Suns, is like I don't think he could carry a team.
No, he can't. I don't.
He had Booker, and I'm not gonna really count Beal fine because Beal was a misfit, but he had Booker.
What's up with Beal, man?
He went to the Clippers. We could touch a little bit on the Clippers.
Yeah.
He didn't do much on the Suns, so I'm not really counting. But he had Booker though, and even with Booker, they didn't make the playoffs, bro. And that team could.
I think they were just dysfunctional.
They were.
I went to go see them in Arizona.
Oh yeah, you did. That's right.
I liked the game, like the arena, and we won. It was when.
We won. So now you're a Phoenix.
Well, like,
I'm just kidding.
If I like Arizona, so. I think Grayson Allen had like the tiny.
Oh yeah, he
three.
did. Oh yeah, that went.
Yeah.
It went to overtime, right?
Yeah, it went to
I
overtime.
remember that
Yeah,
game.
and we were leaving because my girl wanted to leave. We're like, alright, fine, we lost. We're losing. We're walking down the escalators and then goes crazy. So there we were.
I think he had like 2 threes or something like that.
Yeah,
to bring him
yeah,
back,
it was
something like
crazy.
That's crazy.
I was like.
It was a crazy game. I remember that.
Yeah, but yeah, no, they were just dysfunctional. Like Beal was like he just like uninterested. Like, he just.
So I think with the Rockets,
he was just collecting the paycheck.
I'm gonna give him a little bit of credit.
Who, Beal?
No. I'm talking about Durant on the
Oh.
Rockets because they have a good coach.
Yeah.
I think he could get them to play together really well, and I think they have better mix of defenders in there.
Yeah. So I don't think.
The Suns they didn't have defenders.
Yeah,
That's
so
the
it
issue.
won't be like the Suns. It won't be the Suns.
It won't be the
2.0.
Suns. No, they'll be much better. It's just that losing Van Fleet was kind of huge. Kind of sucked because I really want to see what this team's full potential would have been.
Yeah.
Speaking of Bill, what do you think of the Clippers? Since
Bro, let me get me started.
'cause
So he claims I'm a Clipper fan.
you
I'm
are
just
a Clipper fan.
I'm
He is
an
a
NBA fan, you guys.
he's
So
a Clip- he's a
don't get it
Clipper fan.
twisted. So
On the days that Lakers are playing good, he's a Laker fan, but he's a Clipper fan because of Kawhi.
I love Kawhi Leonard. Actually,
Yeah,
I
you
saw
just
my
met
guy. I saw him in San Diego.
Did you walk up and talk to him, or
No, I just saw him, and then I was like, he was getting ice
your
cream.
girl went and talked to him?
Well, we walked up, like, she's like, oh, just ask him. I'm like, I don't know, it's kind of weird because he was eating ice cream.
Mhm.
He's like, just go do
He was
it.
scared.
She's like, when are you
He
going
was
to see him
scared of the
again?
claw.
And I know, dude, he's huge.
He look grip your head like this. Look, I said no pictures.
Yeah, so we went up to him, we're like, hey, can we get a picture with you? He's like, oh, no, not right now. So I was like, You know.
It's probably because of the scandal that he's
Oh, yeah.
involved in.
That's what I told. That's what I was telling my girls. Like, yeah, I think it's because this scandal that's going on with Steve Ballmer and the Clippers and whatever.
I don't really want to talk about that, man, because
Yeah.
I don't know if Ballmer's telling the truth. He seemed nervous when he was doing that interview.
Yeah.
Let the NBA sort that out before we talk
Yeah.
about
We'll
that.
just go back to.
I don't want to like accuse him of shit, but
anyway, so I saw him. He said declined to take a picture and. But anyways, yeah, no, I like.
The Clippers, you like them this year?
I like.
You
No,
like
I
your
like.
They're old, bro.
I like Leonard, but I don't know. Like the Clippers are just. I don't know. I feel like they're cursed, you know.
Yeah, they are.
I think their best chance was with Lob City.
Yeah, it was.
With DeAndre Jordan, Blake Griffin.
I don't know. Actually, I think their
Crawford,
to be honest,
Chris Paul.
Their best chance was at COVID and the following year after that, 2020 and 2021, when they made the conference finals and then Kawhi got hurt.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
honestly, they could probably won the championship that year.
Yeah.
They were definitely beating the Suns if
Yeah.
Kawhi Leonard was healthy that year,
Yeah.
and they'd probably beat the Bucks too. Who knows?
Yeah.
That would have been a good finals though.
No, that would have been a good Kawhi versus
Kawhi and Giannis
the
again.
Greek Freak.
Yeah. Maybe Giannis gets his revenge for what he did
Giannis, you think
to
so?
him in 2019 or not. I don't know, but that was their best. I think that was their best chance. Not the Lob City. I don't know about Lob City. They didn't make it out the second round,
Yeah.
and they blew a 3-1 lead to the Rockets that year.
Yeah.
It was one of those years too.
All right, so let's move on. I wanted to ask you about your predictions. Sorry, I was reading something. Yeah. So your predictions. What's gonna happen? Who's coming out of the East? Who's coming out of the West?
The East is wide open right now, with the Celtics being injured. And Celtics kind of blew up their team because
They did, yeah.
of that second apron, and Tatum being injured now. So let's take the Celtics out of the equation. We have the Knicks, the Bucks, maybe. The Magic. Orlando looks pretty good. They got Desmond Bain.
Yeah.
They got the T-Rex arms.
You know, I feel like the Bucks, like their time is running out. I feel like
Getting Miles Turner was nice for them, but yeah, that's why I don't have too much hope for them. Their time, I think, ran out already.
yeah, 'cause I feel like Giannis is just.
Even with Miles Turner, I think their time kind of ran out.
Well, I feel like Giannis just hit his peak, and he's not.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, like,
and then
he's not LeBron.
and
You
then
know?
the talent around him too. Like,
yeah.
I think at peak when they had Holiday and Middleton.
Yeah,
And
that was.
yeah. The talent around them, no matter who they put now, I don't know if it's enough.
I have a funny story of Middleton. I was playing fantasy one year, and then
Yeah.
somebody dropped Middleton.
And you picked them up.
No, I don't know. I think it was you who picked them up.
Oh, me?
Yeah,
Oh,
remember?
probably.
Remember it was a.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
You remember a good
I think
friend
so.
from AutoZone?
Oh, Jason. Oh, yeah.
Uh,
But anyway, maybe I can
those were the
throw the
days.
Bucks
Yeah.
out. But the Cavs, I still don't have too much hope in them.
They're good. They're a good like regular season team.
Yeah,
I
they
think.
are. I say this is New York's best opportunity since they added more depth to their bench with Jordan Clarkson. They still have Deuce McBride off that bench. They recently signed. They re-signed Landry Fields, and they bought Yabusele as well. And then their bench looks pretty good. They have a pretty deep bench this year. Jordan Clarkson was a huge pickup for them. So if they
So
get things together and they stay
saying
healthy.
Knicks?
Oh, they did get rid of Tom Thibodeau. They got Mike Brown. So let's see how Mike Brown coaches them up.
Mike Brown, nice.
Tom Thibodeau was actually playing he was playing his players too much and running them into the ground. So let's see how Mike Brown does if he uses his full rotation.
Well, that's what he does. When he was in Chicago, he ran Jimmy Butler to the ground.
And then he went.
Remember Ray, the man?
Ray was so mad. Man, why is Butler playing 45 minutes again? But that's what he does. That's what Thibodeau does. But I think Mike Brown will trust his bench more now that they have Clarkson too, and he'll go to his bench. I feel like he'll use him. And they have a pretty good bench though. Yabusele was a nice pickup too, in my opinion. He could utilize him, another big body. And then they have Mitchell Robinson still off that bench. If he is gonna indeed come off the bench, maybe they switch him in and then put Josh Hart off the bench. I don't know. But this is New York's best chance to make it to the finals. So I'm gonna make an early prediction that they are. We'll see how it goes. Barring injury.
Last year, how far were they? No, they lost, right?
They lost. They lost to the Pacers.
That's right. That's what I thought. Yeah.
It was in the conference finals, so
Yeah.
they at least made it to the conference finals.
Yeah.
That was the first time since like 1999 that they made it that far. So.
Yeah. Spike Lee was excited.
Yeah.
Okay. What about the West?
So sorry, was it the first time since 1999 that they made it
Oh, I
to
don't
the
know.
finals?
You asking the wrong person.
I think I'm messing up. I think no, it was gonna be the first time that they were gonna make it to the finals, but they didn't.
Oh, okay.
The Pacers made it to the finals for the first time since 2000. But now the Pacers are out of the equation too with Halliburton injured.
Oh, that was.
I mean, they'll still be a competitive team because they play team basketball, but they lost Halliburton and they lost Miles Turner.
Yeah.
They didn't really replace Miles Turner like that. You know, they got was it Jay Huff? I don't know if he'll help out, but and then from the West, let's see. OKC obviously going to be the
You think so?
instant favorite. Honestly, I think the Nuggets are back. I think they could, because they're the only team that well, not the only team. The Pacers gave them a run for their money too, but the Nuggets took them to 7 games too, and they were pretty good. You know, didn't they have a 2-1? I think they had a 2-1 lead at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. They had a 2-1 lead in the series at one
Yeah.
point. They kind of had OKC's back against the wall. So I think the Nuggets have a good chance. They brought back Bruce Brown.
Yeah, that's a good.
They got Jonas Valanciunas, finally a good backup
Oh
big
yeah,
man for
yeah,
Jokic.
because Jokic can't do everything.
Yeah, so they finally have a good backup for Jokic who give him good minutes. They brought back Bruce Brown. Christian Brown is gonna improve. They traded Michael Porter Jr. for Cam Johnson. I think I like that trade for
Do
them.
you?
I think they're gonna like Cam Johnson.
But Michael Porter Jr.
He'd be
fit.
more-
He was a good fit though. Or
Yeah, but Cam Johnson played, I think, defensively. Because look, when Michael Porter Jr. was
Was
not
he?
on offensively, he provided not much
that's
defensively.
true.
But Cam Johnson, if he's not on offensively, at least he could provide some defense. He plays
Right.
pretty. I'm not saying like he's a lockdown defender, but he's a pretty good defender, a
What
decent defender.
What about your boy Jamal Murray?
And Jamal Murray too. Yeah, bro, they have a pretty good team still.
Yeah.
And then they
He would always just like turn up against
they
the
kind of
Lakers.
yeah he would.
He would kill
But
the
they kind
Lakers.
of brought back their bench. You know, I think
Yeah.
that was one of their problems. They had a bad bench last season.
Yeah.
I think they fixed their bench, and they still have Peyton Watson off that bench. That guy Jaden Pickett. I don't know if you know him, but
No.
he could probably
So you're saying OKC and
he'll
then
probably play some minutes maybe here and there.
OKC or Nuggets?
OKC Nuggets, and then I was gonna say the Rockets, but losing Van Fleet was kind of a big issue for
What
them.
about the Clippers? No
Um,
love for the
No,
Clippers.
bro, they're too old. And who knows what the hell happens with the scandal? We'll
Yeah.
see what happens with Kawhi and stuff. I heard there's like some rumors that they kind of don't want to keep Kawhi on the team anymore.
Oh really?
Yeah, like
Wow.
they're tired of his shenanigans. I guess I don't know.
Interesting.
We'll see. We'll just see how this
Lakers will take him.
unfolds. Yeah, probably. Nah.
For
they don't-
defense.
Yeah, but they don't have. They have to trade maybe like
He would have to take like a.
no. Like,
Oh wait, how long is his
well, unless
contract?
they void his contract for the
Yeah.
scandal, but I don't know how. That's why I said I don't know how that's gonna work. But if they don't void his contract, Lakers have to match the contract. So that means they have to trade like Reeves, Hachimura, and someone else.
Oh yeah, then that wouldn't be
Vanderbilt
worth
maybe.
it. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think to be honest, the West is between OKC, Denver. I'll throw Rockets in there maybe, and then Dallas is gonna be a nice team. They have actually really good defender stuff, but it all depends on Kyrie coming back, and them staying healthy.
Yeah.
No, AD
Well,
staying
well,
healthy.
AD, yeah.
AD staying healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually have a nice team, but I don't know if they're. I don't know if they're tied.
They'll probably make some noise in the playoffs, but I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think they're tied. Same
Yeah.
with Minnesota. They did lose Alexander Walker.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, and they didn't really replace him either. And then, Lakers, like I said, they're two. If Lakers could get some 3-and-D players, and maybe another defensive big man, I don't know. They have some work to do with their roster. They're too one-dimensional, so they'll be a good regular season team. But I don't know if they'll work out in the playoffs when the game slows down and they need more defense.
I really want to see how Luka plays. I'm excited.
Yeah,
He's cut some weight, so
we'll see. We'll see how. that
hopefully he's
goes.
good. I mean, we went to go see him, and he was when they first
Oh
signed
yeah,
up last
yeah,
year.
when they first signed
He
him.
was just making ridiculous
He
threes.
was.
I was like, what the heck is
But
that?
see that was like that
it
high.
was
It
insane.
was against Minnesota too.
Yeah,
and they
it
beat 'em,
was. It was.
And then they got killed by Minnesota in the playoffs.
yeah,
so
yeah. But I mean, the
Can't
playoffs
see
is a little
much.
bit different.
Yeah,
though.
it is because the game slows down. Then
Yeah.
you need to actually be more defensive in the playoffs. Because when the game slows down, they're gonna start picking
Yeah.
on you. And if Luka
Well,
can't play defense,
yeah,
LeBron's
well,
not
they-
gonna play defense at this age. Reed's not gonna play defense. They're gonna pick on all three of them.
Yeah,
Put
well, they
them in
really
pick and rolls and
exposed
stuff.
Luka for sure.
Yeah, they just put him in pick and rolls.
Yeah, because he's just slow. Yeah.
They just
so.
spam that move, put him in
Yeah.
pick and roll so you can guard
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards and just like kill them.
But I'm not gonna lie, it's fun to watch him though, like on the offense.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
of
you're
course.
like,
He's magical on
yeah.
offense. And then I don't know who else could come out the West. It's tough. Warriors, I don't really
No,
have
no.
trust or belief in them.
So Thunder. I was gonna say Thunder, no, okay, but Thunder and Nuggets.
Yeah, I think so. Because like I said, Clippers got older. They have a nice team. If you look at them on paper, they look good because they have a deep team. But they have an old team and players who get injured too much. What's it called? Leonard, Beal. Lately, he's been injured a lot.
But see, that's like the
Chris
same.
Paul.
Like that's like the same story. Like look at when the Lakers lost to the Pistons. What was that? In 04?
Yeah, before kind of.
Like they had a good. On paper, it was good.
yeah,
you know?
yeah. But they had
But
old players.
Old players, you know,
like
with
Malone and stuff.
Malone and
Peyton.
Gary. Yeah. Gary.
Yeah, see, Malone was kind of banged up.
Yeah.
They didn't make it to the finals
Yeah.
because of Shaq and Kobe. A lot of it was that they were.
It was mostly them.
They're still because they're
Yeah.
still like in their peak, but
Yeah.
Malone, they needed him in the play, and the Lakers didn't have a good bench though that year too when they lost.
No.
They were top heavy, so the Clippers actually have a good bench, just that they're old. We'll see. I don't know. John Collins, they lost Norman Powell, but John Collins was pretty decent pickup, and off their bench, they're gonna have probably like with Beal playing off their bench, Derrick Jones Jr. still off that bench, Brooke Lopez.
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right. Anything else before we wrap it up? I think we should start wrapping it up since
Yeah.
it's been 30 minutes. I don't want to go long. I think
Yeah.
last time we went for an hour. It was like,
Yeah, 30 minutes is good
Yeah.
cut off.
All right, you guys.
Short and sweet.
Yeah. So any last words?
No, but I'm just excited for the season to begin, man.
Yeah,
I
me
want
too.
to see. I'm actually kind of excited that NBA on NBC is back. That
Yeah.
theme song and all, we'll see how it goes.
You know,
Hopefully they can
but
make it exciting.
well, I thought Inside the NBA is that.
They're
done
gonna
too?
no,
Or is it
they're,
one more year?
they're gonna they transfer over to ESPN, but I heard they're gonna start the show halfway through the season. So
See, that's what I really
yeah,
like.
I know. I'm gonna miss
With
the
Shaq
inside,
and
yes,
Chuck.
I'm gonna miss the inside crew.
Yeah, it's the best.
But we'll have them back soon, hopefully.
Yeah,
On
hopefully.
ESPN. Hopefully the show. The
And hopefully
quality
it
is good. Yeah.
stays the same. Yeah.
Yeah, because Turner Sports was cool. They didn't care what those guys said on air. Like they were chill.
It's just
Hopefully
hilarious.
ESPN doesn't like censor them and tell them like,
Yeah.
oh no, don't say that, don't say that.
Yeah.
Those guys will say anything
Bro,
stupid.
well, remember when like Chuck was talking about playing defense?
Yeah.
He's like when the guy's banging you, banging you from behind.
Yeah, and then
Now you see Shaq just laughing.
I see that saying things like
He's
that.
like,
Hopefully,
he's like, come on, man.
hopefully ESPN doesn't censor him and
Yeah.
be like, oh no, you can't do that on there. No,
Yeah.
but you have to do this. Hopefully, it's
Yeah.
still fun
Yeah,
and loose.
it's hilarious comedy.
Mm.
All right, you guys. Well, there you have it. Predictions and NBA talk with Mr. NBA updates. So
And thanks for coming by.
yeah, no, for sure.
my
Thank
crib.
you. Yeah. So hit the subscribe button, like it, share it, and let us know. You know what? Let us know what you guys want to talk about next time.
Yeah.
Or what should we talk about? You know, ask us questions.
Hey, ask us questions. We can take some of your questions
Yeah,
and, answer
whatever
them
you guys want. Yeah.
and talk about those topics.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys. Peace
Thanks
out.
for having me, man.
Yeah,
Later.
of course.